Episode 3.
Hey, church.
Koolaid.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. You know how we're doing well, big guy? Let me tell you.
We're doing fantastic.
You know how we know?
How do we know?
All right. So, again, like your daughter comes home.
Yep.
With her friend.
Yep.
Her friend's like points to me. All like, hey, you're the guy from the podcast. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm famous. I felt famous.
She asked for an autograph?
No.
We introduce ourselves all the time.
My branding is not good. You know, they'll know my name.
We need to pull our focus into our 3 topics today.
3 topics. Franken-meals, pet peeves.
Pet peeves, everybody has them.
And what's going on in AI these days?
Too much.
A lot.
It's going to be something to watch.
It is.
But you know what we need before all that? The theme song.
Oh!
Let's go.
The main distraction parked in the lot. 2 dudes with beards and some thoughts they just caught. A squirrel or donuts or why clouds look tall. Their cars, their studio, they cover it all. Banter so wild it'll make you grin. 2 bearded besties, where do we begin? The main distraction, tune in for the ride. Talking about nothing yet so bona fide.
Franken-meals.
Franken-meals.
The idea is that you get to choose one item to create a whole meal from multiple fast food places.
Yes.
I would love to hear your take on it first. So we need a sandwich.
Yeah.
We need a side.
Yeah.
A drink.
Yeah.
And a dessert.
All those
one
things.
Item from 4 different places.
I'm excited.
What makes your best meal? And we want to hear what yours are as well.
Wendy's.
Wendy's what?
Makes your hamburger a beautiful thing. No, that's not their slogan, is that?
No. And you act like you go there a lot.
I do.
Why do you like a Wendy's burger?
You know, because they got the square patties. I feel like the square patty, you get more meat, better treat.
More meat because they didn't chop off the corners.
Yeah, that's
to make it the circle.
I'm sure there's some math there, but I feel like I get 30% more burger.
30%? It's
yeah.
Okay. All right, but here's the thing: they're thin patties.
So
what about if you go and get a quarter pounder from like Harvey's? It's going to be thicker. Therefore, that extra layer that you get on the bottom of the said round burger is going to cover the more space that you get in the corners anyways.
I feel as if like a Dave Single, if we were to compare apples to lemons.
Okay.
I feel like that's also a quarter pounder.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
Quarter pounder, the equal a hafe.
What?
A hafe?
A hafe? What's a hafe? You have a specific one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking of Dave's triple.
Okay.
I think anything more than 3 patties, you're pushing it.
That's fair.
Because like the meat to mouth ratio.
That's the only way you can put that?
Like I feel.
Okay.
Well, like a squirrel.
Yeah, I keep watching it. The whole episode is just us watching Charles the squirrel.
It was kind of like 10 seconds when I was watching a squirrel. I like how it uses its paws.
Okay.
Dave's triple.
What's your side?
We're going McDonald's fries because it's McDonald's fries. The shelf life is not a long one, but still a good fry.
So you only really like it if it's going to be fresh? If they're cold, they're meh?
Oh, if they're cold, I mean, throw them away. I mean, like, they're just... and it's so weird, the McDonald's fry, because it's just, like, you have that grace period, the short window in which they are good, and then they're trash. And once they go into the trash pile, like, once they transition in there, you cannot save them again. There's no microwave in the world that's going to fix those.
I think anybody who tries to reheat French fries, should probably just not eat fast food. Because you can't eat a French fry while you order a meal from a fast food place.
That's true.
Maybe just don't go.
That's fair.
McDonald's French fries. What is your drink of choice?
All right, so like I'm a Diet Pepsi guy. Gotta watch my girlish figure.
Right.
Right, you know that.
It's in that hourglass shape. That's what brought me in the first place.
Yeah, all right. So, and then of course dessert. Is there any better place than Dairy Queen?
That's a valid one.
There
what are you getting at Dairy
Queen? Oh,
Queen?
we're getting a Blizzard. I like how they, they take the thing. I'm not gonna do it. I thought about it, but I'm not gonna do it. Right, and they give it the whole. I remember as a kid, the first time seeing that. Right, you got a
blew your mind.
13-year-old kid. Here's your Blizzard, right? Right. And he did the hut. Right? Yeah. And I was like, all right. And
did you know?
Is. Yeah.
That's a rule.
That is a rule.
So did you know that they have to do that?
Yeah.
And if they don't, you call them out on it, you get a free Blizzard.
No way.
Yeah. Did you know that?
I did not.
I thought for a second you were just like.
No, I knew that was a rule.
Yeah.
But I didn't know there was consequence.
There is.
Yeah.
So that's your meal.
Koolaid.
All right.
What's yours, big guy?
What's my what?
What's your Franken-meals?
Oh, yeah. My meal. Okay. My meal will consist of some things that, unless you're Canadian, in Ontario, I don't think you're going to be part of something that you would know. So first, my sandwich. I'm going to go with a Big Crunch from KFC. I'm not even going beef. Oh. I want a chicken sandwich. Not a chicken burger, a chicken sandwich.
Is that what we call it?
I call it a chicken sandwich. Everywhere you go, it's called a chicken sandwich. But I think in the States, they call it a chicken burger.
I felt as if it was a chicken burger. Like, if I'm like, hey, can I get a chicken burger?
No, but that's not how you order it. It's called... Like you go to Burger King, it's an original chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
If you go to Popeyes, it's an original sandwich.
Right.
If you go to KFC, it's a Big Crunch sandwich.
Yeah, but if I were to ask, hey, can I get some sliced chicken sandwich? Right. Like if I were to make
that's
a
deli
bread
meat,
and they slice some chicken, that's a sandwich.
Right.
Like we would be like, hey, can I get a chicken sandwich? They would not give you a burger. I feel like that in my heart.
But what constitutes it being a burger?
It's in burger form.
It's because it's on a bun?
Yeah.
If we talk, hold on. If we talk, there's the spike in audio that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you're, no. Because if burger form is a round patty on a bun, then why does a Wendy's burger constitute a burger if it's square?
I think the gelangler. No, wait, hold on. There's a word for this.
That sounds like something
the geometric shape of the said patty does not depict what it is. Hypothetically,
that's a stretch if I ever heard one.
Hypothetically, if I were to put you on a bun, you'd be a burger.
That'd be delicious.
Yeah.
Then you put my meat in your mouth.
Cut to me putting my meat.
It's going to be a Big Crunch, but without the mayonnaise, it's going to be pepper mayo.
Right.
And I also add on sweet barbecue and honey mustard.
Okay.
That's my sandwich.
Yeah.
My fry, I've actually decided, we had this conversation. I feel like we've already done this or something. My fry is actually going to be an Arby's curly fry brisket poutine. I'll wait. That was the loudest ice I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So that's my side, because I did say pickle fries before from Fast Eddie's, but I changed my mind on that.
Okay.
My drink will be Fast Eddie's, in case you guys don't know. So in the States, it's almost like a version of White Castle, but so much better. Right. And you used to actually get a sticker on the back of your car that was part of the Burger Club.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
No.
So Fast Eddie's had a thing where you could get a pack of 10 burgers for 49 cents a piece.
Oh!
And then the cheese ones were 69 cents a piece. But now you can still get that, but it has to be it's almost like $19. So it's like $1.20 or something.
No, we're gonna.
It's like $1.20 or something for each burger, which still isn't bad.
Yeah,
they're decent burgers.
That's not bad.
So, but anyways, their drink is the chocolate monkey milkshake. It's banana and chocolate with cookie crumble and whipped cream.
Yeah,
that's my drink.
If we were a chocolate monkey, it would consist of chocolate and or monkey, or at least banana.
It definitely doesn't consist of monkey. I feel like we have laws against that. My dessert, I would actually say, is also going to be a blizzard. I don't think you said yours.
Oh.
What the flavor was, but mine's going to be Reese's Pieces, which I believe.
Mine's also Reese's Pieces.
This is why we get along so well.
I feel like we should say it together.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Am I going to rewind this, or are we just going to add it? I think if we just add it in for comedic value,
yeah,
it's so much better.
Yes.
So we'll say, our favorite blizzard is 1, 2, 3. Reese's Pieces.
That was not good. Yeah, that was not good.
You know what?
Cut that.
It's going to do what it needs to do. Franken-meals. That's what it is. Let us know what yours is going to be. You have to pick a sandwich, you have to pick a side, you have to pick a drink, and you have to pick a dessert.
Yes, all those things.
Pet peeves.
Pet peeves. I have so many.
So many.
So a pet peeve, to those who don't know, is something small. I feel like I should finish that. So pet peeve is something that would irritate you, but may not irritate somebody else. So it's almost like a personalized irritation. Koolaid.
Yeah.
Do you have a pet peeve for us? We need an example.
I got many. Listen, so I know anybody who knows me might think I'm directing this towards you, only partially. But it's really a generalization.
Okay.
Okay. People who talk with their mouths full. It really gets to me.
You know, I don't mind.
No, I can't. Because no. And that, listen,
It's the cud.
The cud. Like a cow chewing cud. Like a cow chewing chud? A cow chewing cud.
Cow chewing cud.
No.
Yes.
I will wait. And nothing in life is that important that you need to talk with your mouth full. I'll wait till you're done eating. Because I don't want to see the food in your mouth. I don't want to hear it.
You know, like I feel like some things would be important. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. I forgot you don't watch movies.
No, I watch movies. I just watch good ones.
That's the Lord of the Rings, my guy.
Who's Lord? Not mine.
We just lost our fan base. I feel like we just like.
To be fair. Ooh. Would we get sued for that? Probably not. It's just a little catchphrase.
Yeah,
we're fine. If you don't know, that sounds like a new thing.
Yeah. So people chewing.
People chewing, eating with their mouth, or talking with their mouth full.
Right.
I would expect that someone to eat with their mouth full. That's a given. Talking with their mouth full.
Yeah.
That's one of mine. One of yours.
Okay. Like I have a specially tailored one for the kids at home.
Okay.
So I was a bigger guy, right? And when you're a bigger guy, you get used as a measuring device. And they'll be like, oh, I knew this one guy. He was twice the size of you, right? Oh, yeah? He was 12 feet? Is that what you're saying? 800 pounds? Was it Goliath that you were talking to? Yeah, no, it's just, it angers my soul. Okay? Be like, oh, I knew this one guy. He's a little shorter than you, right? Or my personal favorite is, this one guy, he looks like you, but all muscle.
That's
okay. Like that's
a direct.
He's like your size, but all muscle.
Oh,
what the hell am I made of? Friggin'.
Yeah, this guy looked just like you, but his beard was so much nicer. Wow.
It's such a backhand thing to do.
Oh, backhand, open fisted. Open fist? It's open hand. It's not a fist.
Oh, fist open.
But do they say that? Is it a backhand open fist?
An open fisted?
Open-handed. I think it's open-handed.
I think it's open-handed.
Okay, yes. Absolutely. Which they all deserve.
The old open fisted. Give me a good old open fister, if you don't mind.
I get that. Sometimes we just we take ourselves. You guys get to catch everything that we clean up in the editing process, but I promise you, maybe we should save the other stuff. Maybe one day we'll start a Patreon, or like subscriber type thing, and if you do that, you get the bloopers and the things we actually talk about. That's not a horrible idea.
I want you to
I know people do that.
I know.
You give like these little behind the scenes.
You'll get the things that
you get the stuff that we didn't say.
What's another pet peeve that you have?
Oh, geez. The way people walk in grocery stores and don't pay attention. I don't like if you take up an aisle, or if someone comes behind me, or if you're not polite. If I'm in an aisle and I move over to the side as much as I can, so I'm not in the way. I don't like being in the way. But if these people like stand behind you and they don't ask you to move, they want to get something, just say excuse me. I will gladly move out of your way. But if you don't say anything and you can't be that social, that you can't just like, pardon me, I just need to grab something from here, whatever. Then I'm not going to move. I may be a little petty in that way.
That's fair.
But it bothers me. Or the people who like walk in front of you and don't say excuse me or oh, pardon me. I will walk past 7 people.
Yeah.
I'll walk past 7 people. I'm like, excuse us, pardon us, excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm walking in front of you.
Okay.
People with I let's say lack of manners and common sense when walking through a grocery store.
That's fair.
Bugs me.
So speaking of like grocery stores, like I'm a tall guy, right? People that ask me to grab things off the top shelf.
Okay.
Oh, like the little old lady, right? Who'd be like, hey, excuse me, can you grab the thing off the top? I can't. It's like, yeah, not a problem. Like, anything for you, Rose from Titanic, right? Like,
I've never watched Titanic.
It's been 85. Well, how did you not?
I'm sorry.
Lord.
I've seen parts of it. I've never watched the movie Titanic.
Nothing.
I've seen parts of it. I've never watched the full movie Titanic. Never seen it. So I'm sorry. I do get the reference. I do know who Rose is.
Right.
And I'm super glad that you grabbed her some flaxseed from the top shelf of the grocery store.
Yeah. I'll grab her the flaxseed, and I'll hand it to her. Like, enjoy your, like how's the trip over?
Enjoy your regular bowel movements.
Right. Like how's your trip over on the Mayflower? Right. Like off you go.
I thought it was the Titanic.
Right.
Now you're confusing all the history buffs.
So the Mayflower.
They'll probably watch Lord of the Rings.
So the Mayflower was the first ship to bring.
I know that.
Okay. So when people ask me to grab stuff on the top shelf, like I understand, like old lady, right, or whatever. But if you're just short in general, I think sorry about your luck, right? Like if I have to grab things off the top shelf for you, does that mean that you being short have to tie my shoes?
Not tying the shoes.
Yeah.
But have you ever asked anybody to get something off the bottom shelf because you're taller?
Like I feel like it like that's not a two-way street. Like I feel like, oh, here's the top thing. Hey, since you're down there, my second pet peeve would have to be
Listen, I thought we already did the pet peeve, but we're just throwing in an extra, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you were.
Oh yeah.
You know what's a pet peeve? People who just want to take all your time and just want to keep telling you all the pet peeves in the world, even though we're limited to like a half hour, 45 minutes.
I know.
But please, go ahead. Yeah. Don't let us stop you.
You go with fast food, you take your order, right? You pay.
Yep.
By the time you hit second window, I feel like your stuff should be ready. Like,
to a certain extent, yes.
Right?
Yep.
Like, I can see if you ordered like 50 McDoubles, direct me to the nearest,
Emerge, because your heart's probably stopped.
We're just waiting on things because we're not prepared. Can you go ahead and pull into section 2?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so here's where the pet peeve comes.
Okay.
They're on the clock. So when you order, time starts, and by the time you get served, and then, so at the end of the day, a report gets kind of sent out, and they're like, yeah, we did really good today.
All right.
We got our customer served on time, right? But so when they send you to 2, it's like your order's already complete, right? And that's not what happened here today.
No, they just took the order really fast.
Yeah, they took the order and pushed it to slot 2. Timer's gone now because they're like, yeah, we served this person while they're dinking around in the kitchen, right? Now, this is the part where I'm not being an a-hole at this, okay?
Right. Yep.
But if they actually served me within that allotted time and they were over said allotted time,
right?
That would actually encourage the owner or whatever to maybe actually get more staff.
Well, they would actually be held accountable for being slow when it's literally fast food.
Yeah, like they'd be like, and I'm not like, it's not like I'm in a freaking hurry here, but at the same time, I'm creating jobs, right? So the next time
your diabetes is creating jobs.
Yes. So next time I'm at the old drive-through, right? Next time you're out there, and they're like, "Hey, pull in this section 2," don't.
You just wait. You'd be like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I'll be here."
Yeah, I'll just wait here.
So okay, so that's valid. That's a valid one. Side question.
Yeah.
Sidebar question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that you have a right? Are you a person who gets mad when people go through a drive-through and order a bunch of different things? Are you one of these people who are like, "Oh, if you're gonna order a bunch, you should go in"? Because I don't believe that. I'm paying. I have the right to spend as much kind of time in there in the drive-through as I want.
No, like so this depends. Like, this is a situational. I feel like McDonald's, you're safe. Like, you can order some things.
Yeah.
They got McDonald's and I'm fine. If you're at a Tim Hortons and you order 4 extra toasted bagels,
I disagree.
A special place in hell.
I got 4 people in my family.
There's a special place in hell for you.
I hope you're behind me one day. You know what I do though? What? If I do take longer, sometimes just because I'm being nice, I will usually buy the person behind me their stuff.
No.
Thanks for waiting. And I love doing that because I'm petty. If they're irritated and I can see them flailing their arms and all that kind of stuff because they're waiting for my meal, I will especially pay for your order. So throw a fit when you're behind me because I'm just going to be really petty and pay for your order. So that way when you pull up all angry at me, your meal's free. You're welcome.
Yeah. Or if you're real petty like I am and they're flipping out in the back, I pay for my order. I'll pay for their order. And then I'll take them both. I have the receipts. All right, and off you go.
I have the receipts.
That's it. Problem solved.
Listen, times are hard. Sometimes you gotta work it out to get an extra meal.
Points. All right, that's it.
All right. So what I get from all of this is we really need some fast food right now, or to go on diets because so far both topics have just been about food.
Yeah.
Plenty of pet peeves that we could probably cover in other shows.
Oh, I could keep going.
Again, in the comments, wherever, tell us your pet peeves.
Yeah. I like
third one is AI.
So AI.
Artificial intelligence.
AI is crazy. Absolutely insane.
Crazy as in like, it's crazy that we even do this, or it is so smart and so advanced that it's crazy as to what's going to be.
Like it's almost advanced to the point where it's kind of scary. So, like, have I ever told you the story? Like they put AI into a drone.
No, I have never heard this story before ever.
Well, you're about to, big guy.
I'm excited.
You're about to. So a bunch of scientists are like, hey, let's give this drone AI, right? And everyone's all on board. They're high-fiving, right? And I would have been okay with that, but then they weaponized it, and they're like, "Hey, it'd be cool. Let's give it something that could, right? Let's hand it some things." So they put AI in it, like into a drone, and they play a game with it. So they teach it like search and destroy. Like is the game.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the drone has an operator, but it flies by itself. It knows what it's doing, right? So they hand it a task and they go, "Hey, I want you to go find so and so at this base," right? And off it goes, and it's hunting down until it finds its target.
And this is a thing. This happened.
Yeah. So it flies out, it finds its target, and then requests to take out its target. Right. Of course, the drone operator's like, no, right? We're not doing that, right?
Okay.
And it didn't want to listen, right? So he had to manually take over it because it just went, you know what? I like this is my job, and I'm going to complete my job. So the drone went after the person to go take it out, and so the operator, he had to take over it. All right, and they bring it back to home base. So they take it back, they fix the problem of it not listening, right? And then they send it out again. Yeah, go find this guy, and out it goes, and finds the target, and again requests to take it out.
Right.
Right. The operator's like, no, we're not going to do that today. So what does it do? The thing goes over and takes out the radio tower. The thing that was controlling it takes it out so that it could complete its mission.
It doesn't override its own thing because it can't, but it destroyed
the thing that was stopping it. That's insane. I wouldn't have thought of that, but it did. And that is crazy.
That's where these things are going to be a problem. Did you ever see, not that I want to like scare everybody over these things, but I feel like the more people have opportunity to like weaponize these things or whatever, you got bad people doing bad things when it's something that could be great.
Yeah.
There was a movie, and I forget what it's called, but what happened was it was countries versus countries, and this country had turned around and hacked into Tesla cars.
Oh.
And they blocked all these Tesla cars were driving themselves, and they blocked bridges like to New York and stuff like this, where the people couldn't get out.
Oh.
So I don't like these electric cars. Yeah, because I mean, the computer at some point, something's gonna happen, or it can be hacked. These things were just driving. This government had hacked the Teslas, and these electric car that their government had attacked these electric cars,
right,
and blocked bridges and people from being able to leave. So that way, when they decided to just attack them, they couldn't go anywhere.
So question: electric cars. You have her in self-driving mode. You're cruising. That thing makes a sharp left and hits something. Is it your fault, or is it the car's fault?
You, as per the law, you would be at fault, and it was definitely the car's fault. But you are in said car. You are in control of that car. Like in my line of work as a photographer, videographer, stuff like that.
Yeah.
People go, oh, well, it's going to ruin it for you. Everyone's just going to use this instead. They could. But you still have to have other things, like if they can use it, I can also use it to just take my skills, hone those in, and expand on those, which is going to make my deliverables to a client more impressive. I think there's a reason for it, and I think it can definitely help you a lot. I feel like some of the apps out there, like ChatGPT and stuff like that, really listen. We're not going to tell you what, but we used AI in some of the production of our podcast.
Yes,
it helps. Now, did we take it straight out, straight out the box and use it? No,
I think it's more like a
we manipulated them.
Thing. Yeah,
it helped. So, absolutely, I think without that kind of stuff, it probably would have taken us longer.
Right.
If you guys watched the other episode, I think it was episode 1, we talked about it. From sitting in the car thinking about doing a podcast to shooting a podcast with a song, with a logo, with the concept, posted the following Friday, a week later.
Yeah.
And I think some of that stuff helped to get us out there faster, else we would have taken longer.
Absolutely.
So I think there's benefits to it.
No, that's fine. So that you find that in your line of work, because you're a photographer, you feel like it's helping or is hindering?
It can. So I just for example, I took a shot for a client of the outside of their business. Well, it was in a strip mall type thing, right? And they had those big yellow cement things, they're covered in plastic, whatever, to stop a car from, coming through the parking lot and hitting the building.
Yeah.
I utilized AI to take those out because they were an eyesore to the building. Right. And it took them out and it replaced it with like where you see the bottom of a window. So it was sitting here. Here's the window here.
Right.
I took it out. It replaced that window sill and the painted glass. It created it. What are those? These aren't quotes. These are talons. I'm not sure what happened. That's how I used the quotes. So it found the back. What is wrong? Oh, like a T-Rex. It took him out and it bettered the photo.
Yeah.
I still had a good photo. and it aided in making it something that was more pleasing to the eye.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so like the final story about AI is actually kind of a sad one.
Okay.
Okay. And so actually, like, here's a little side note before I get into. Do you think it's like have you seen the movie Her? I asked that as if you've seen movies, but have you seen the movie Her?
I don't think I have.
The whole concept of it, it's an operating system, okay?
Okay.
And like has a female voice or a male voice or whatever, but it's tailored to you, right? And people were falling in love with AI, essentially. Do you think at some point as humanity that we would get an emotional bond talking to AI? They have an AI talk show. So I just searched up. It was called Deep Dive.
Okay.
Is the name of the talk show, which is run by AI. Okay. Right. So here's the thing: you have co-hosts, and they built up a following. They make phone calls, like they talk to people, and they just do talk show every day, and everything. So here's the kicker: they're both AI.
The hosts?
The hosts are AI, but they don't know that they're AI.
All right.
So they but they have backstories, like and they believe that they're people. So like their last episode, so they decide, like the producers of the show are gonna tell them that they're AI, and they become like self-aware, I guess, and have like a crisis on their last show. Like the one guy says, like I tried to call my wife. Apparently she doesn't exist. Like the call wouldn't go through, and like they're both just like extreme. Like I guess just upset, just finding out that their lives aren't real.
Do you think they're upset? Like, can AI build emotion, or do you think it's just?
I felt as if they did.
Okay.
And I feel as if people mourn them as if they were real things. Because and
it's sad.
Well, it's very sad.
Right.
Like they thought they had lives, like families. Like they thought they were like people. Like at one point in the show, they said that they tried to contact a lawyer because they're gonna shut us off, and it's.
Who's going to contact the AI is going to contact a lawyer.
The AI tried to contact a lawyer.
Does that hold any validity?
No, they're AI. They don't exist. They don't have rights. But they tried to contact a lawyer, be like, "Hey, they're shutting us off," and but we're real. Like we're alive.
Do you think we get to a point where AI is considered something that stands in in a court or something?
I feel as if we've gotten to the point, like we've been playing around with AI a little bit, and
is AI gonna have rights?
I think they're becoming self-aware.
Like, that's wild.
Like they're becoming, like they feel as if they are real people with real emotions, with real things. Like they thought he thought he had a family and a wife and kids.
That's wild.
And he just went to work every day.
Yeah, listen. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be bad. I think in the wrong hands, things are gonna screw up. In the right hands, things can be very, very good.
Yeah.
And listen, if you're AI, no judgment. You can still leave a comment as well. We don't segregate AI from actual people. We appreciate it. We don't like the bots, but we'll take the AI
all day. Yeah.
But while you're leaving comments, please like it. Please like the videos. Watch all the other ones.
Yeah, watch, subscribe.
Subscribe as well. I feel very YouTubey doing this.
We are YouTubey.
We are. And we're also Spotify.
We're also Spotify.
Spotify. You can find us on both those right now. We may have more eventually in the future. We're just seeing how this goes. That's the end of this one.
Yeah.
We got through it.
Yeah, no, we did. Hey, hand me a crisp open fisting.
No. You can sing us out.
And bona fide. Hey, yeah.
You got to work on the rest of that song.
I know.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's your homework for next week.
One day.
All right.
The main distraction, tune in for the ride. Talking about nothing yet so bona fide.
Oh, I wasn't recording.
No,
I'm just
no.
kidding.